welcome back to our YouTube channel, to our new subbies. Hey, hope you like it here. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
So in today's episode, we are going to show you our wine recommendations for winter. We had a video for wines for spring, and now obviously we're in the chilly season, and we're going to show you our 8 recommendations.
So what we have here today is 4 red wines and 4 white wines. And I mean, we could really go on and on well beyond this selection, but we thought it was like long enough already. So we hope you get a bit of a sense of what to pick this winter and the different variations of wines that you can pick over this season.
Because it's cold in here. We're going to need some wine in the atmosphere. I said, we're going to start off with the white wines. We'll explain as we go, pretty much. So let's get to it.
Let's get physical.
So the first one that we're getting started off with is the Cavalli Philly Chenin Blanc. It's a 2020 vintage, and we chose this wine because Chenin, it's a great way to introduce winter, do you know what I mean, into your palate. Still very tropical, but enough depth and often woodiness-ish, a little bit of an oakiness, just to warm you up, something for the daytime, but it's still brizzy outside.
Yummy. Especially for the vintage.
Quite oaky though.
By a fireplace almost. Like everything's nice and...
And I think it would be great with like I know it's fireplace and we always think like lamb and stuff, but I'm just like, with such a nice creamy fish or like, you know, like a creamy salmon pasta.
Yeah. It's giving me the feeling of Butsy's shirt worldwide. Like the creaminess of this wine and the creaminess of the fish, you have to feel like the shirt afterwards. There's no other way.
Nice.
Great choice.
Yeah, nice one.
The Cavalli Philly Chenin Blanc is approximately 150 Rand. I got this particular wine from Levin Wine and MCC, and I got it on Uber Eats, but the actual store was in Rosebank.
Okay, wine number 2 is the Hartenberg Chardonnay. It's a 2019 vintage. You cannot have a wine for winter without including a Chardonnay. I'm so sorry, especially a wooded one. Hello! Yeah. I mean, think of a wooded Chardonnay as like like a full-bodied red, like but like a white version. That is what a wooded Chardonnay is. You know, it's versatile. You can pair it with meat, you can pair it with fish. Like and you can drink it on its own. I mean, it's perfect for, you know, getting your blood flowing, and it's wholesome, it's buttery.
This is a classico, you know, this is a wine that is really easy for us to pick up on the shelf and just drink. Like when you're not trying to have something new, this is kind of something we gravitate towards. So
tastes old style.
Old school.
Old schooly. It's got that wooded thing that made the people ABC.
What I will say is that my palate knows this wine really well, and I want to say shout out to that girl.
It's not winter without a Chardonnay chai. You can't drink red wine every day, and it's perfect. Keyword wood. Period. Done.
So the Hartenberg Chardonnay, you can find it at pretty much any bottle store. This was 124 Rand. So.
Okay, y'all, so we are on wine number 3, and it is the Montpellier Gewürztraminer 2017.
Wow, that was very well said.
It's German.
So the reason this wine is perfect for the winter is because it's great for winter food. It's a bit of a sweet wine, not like intensely sweet, you know, not syrupy, sickeningly sweet. Think more of a grown-up a Riesling, but it's a bit less intense on the sweetness than the Riesling. So the flavors here are a bit more nutty, you know, lychee. So not the intense tropicals and the, you know, stone fruits we're used to in a Riesling, but more calmer fruits, you know, not the intensely sweet, and you can just, it's such a nice drink. Like if you like spicy food, I think this is a great wine to have because it really complements the spice well and doesn't make the spice uncomfortable, but it makes it flavorful, and I think that's really important.
I really Yes, I'm really liking it. It's Riesling vibes for sure, but it's not too sharp.
Yeah.
Because a Riesling can be very sharp very quickly.
And
Yeah.
for me particularly, I don't like sweet anything.
Of course.
So it's really nice or refreshing to have something that is obviously visibly sweet but not overwhelming, or something that really, you know, when you feel like it sits like in the back of your throat, doesn't do that at all. It's like the little bit of acidity that goes well with that sweetness that kind of just rolls down your tongue.
I also just can understand why this over a Riesling is the winter wine. It just makes a lot of sense.
So I purchased this from 1813 in Cedar Square, and it was 195 rand.
Okay, y'all, we are on to wine number 4, which is the last of the white wines. Look. Just look. This is a Garajeest Jim 2017 Semillon. And yeah, guys, this is a stellar wine for winter. And I must say, I even have like a bit of nostalgia because this takes me right back to lockdown, like hard lockdown 2020. Squares up really well to the weather, like literally. It's full enough. I think just a little bit of wood, if I'm not mistaken, am I right?
Absolutely.
But it still has a very refreshing sort of lightness to it. And more than the lightness, I mean, look, the lightness isn't what I'd lead with, but it's not a heavy Chardonnay feel. But more than all of those, I think this particular bottle of wine just has so much intrigue. Like, it is so fascinating to drink. So honey is the category, I think, both in the color of it, but I get a lot of honey in my mouth.
Yogurt. To the point where like even like I'm phlegmy now. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely the wood, and more so like when I smell it, I just get like a lot of like wood feeling.
I just want to add, like, what I really like about this, which is really surprising to me, is the temperature that we're drinking it at. Really nice. Guys, we did not put this wine in the fridge, just for context. And it's so great. Obviously it's because of the weather that it's still cool enough to drink, but really impressed with how the flavors are still there, but it's not like that warm white wine feeling.
It just needs a moment, like you want to taste everything, you want to experience everything. So this beautiful gal was purchased at 1813 as well, where Baxi made mention earlier, and it was 280 rand. It's a little bit pricey, but spend the money. It's a good wine.
Okay, Bafetu, lovelies. We are now moving on to red wines, and we are starting off the reds with the Hartenberg Merlot 2018. Like, it's just a girl, and you know, she shows up and she does the right thing that she needs to do every time.
Merlot in South Africa is apparently mostly bought by women, and so there's a whole like association that ladies love Merlot.
It's a serious red, but without being intense, and you know, but it's warming and it's wholesome and you know, juicy enough, not too juicy. The tannins are medium, they're not intense, they're not taking over. It's an easy drinking red wine for the fire. But it's friendly, but it's still, it warms you up. Like any day you come home from work and like you're cold, and like the quick, easy open thing for you is a Merlot. And I think it pairs so easily with like your winter soup.
Can I just say, man, this is making me feel so like sexy.
Honey.
Like if I was standing at the end of the bedroom, we were lingering.
Y'all be safe.
Back to the topic at hand.
This is personally literally one of my favorite reds of all time, and then in winter it's like times 300. You know, it just does all the things. It's very dry and beautiful. I mean, some people really don't like Merlot because of how dry it is, but I find that this particular one is really juicy. I think, as Baxi said, it's just tasty. It's just fills you up.
For me, I'm definitely the sideways babe. I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot, but I really appreciate, like everyone has said, the juiciness in this wine. It really presents itself to you. It's like the sword of Gryffindor. You get every single aspect of a Merlot, and you get it excellently as well. It's just really well put together. The vintage as well, just
Then
I like it.
I purchased this wine for between 160 and 185.
Number 6 is the Kanonkop Cadet Pinotage. It's a 2019 vintage. Not really a favorite, but I think now's the time to just give it one more chance and see how it goes, because it is a really great wine for winter. It is a classic South African red wine, so I think it's only fitting that it would be on our list.
I need someone to come and change my mind on Pinotage, because right now it's not going well.
There's something about this grape or this wine where it feels too harsh, and it feels harsh to the point where it's hard to get over it, you know? And I think that's why people who love this wine love it. It's that it just is so intense, but I think that's what we struggle with.
It tastes separate. It tastes like there's
Not together.
more than one thing in here.
We are always open to our minds being changed. So
Yeah.
please, if you have any Pinotages that you guys really rate,
Hit us up. Like, do something.
Teach us something.
Pinotage
things.
one.
Yeah. Just in terms of the framing of a winter wine, right?
Okay.
Can we agree that this would work in winter, right? It's so...
I feel like this like a certain horse, like a Cabernet, but like a certain horse.
Like a juicy,
Yeah.
like when you buy
Think
from
about a
Kanonkop.
juicy, fatty sausage. Like there's this lamb borscht from Meatloaf that like my family really likes. Like that juiciness, but also that like the lamb flavor is so intense in its
I
own
like
right.
to
You're
think
quite
of
right.
that for this.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
It
It's
makes me
lamb
feel
borscht
good.
specifically.
Kanonkop is a great brand, especially the Cape Blend. It's very popular.
The Cadet is beautiful.
This is not a Kanonkop moment at all, just a Pinotage moment for us. I got this at the store that shall not be named for 139 Rand.
This is the Garajeest Bruce 2016 Cab Franc. And well, I mean, we're enamored. I guess you can spot a trend in terms of the Garajeest wines.
Yeah.
This is a fabulous red wine, absolutely fabulous, and it doesn't give you like that fire wood like moment. It just feels like, I don't know, warm and glad, you know.
That's nice.
Lots of fruit, which is refreshing actually to experience this in a winter setting.
The depth of it literally, the moment it hits your tongue, it's like, okay, I'm 10 kilograms.
And the cherry flavors, as much as cherry
Red,
is a summer
yeah,
fruit,
yeah.
I just think the cherry flavors like it brings through the fruitiness. Like the fruit here is cherry, and like that, I think that contributes to the juiciness.
Definitely all the red fruits, like, and there's a sneaky sweetness to this wine. Okay, guys, so this is our last wine for the evening, wine number 8, and honestly, what a better, like, there's no other way to finish off this tasting, to be quite honest. This is the Hidden Valley 2017 Hidden Gems, and it is a Bordeaux blend made up of Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Verdot, and Merlot. It is the best Bordeaux style blend I've ever had. How could you not recommend a Bordeaux during winter? It's just so full of everything. That kind of silkiness and like warm tenderness of winter. That's the kind of vibe that I get from this bottle.
Yeah, it's a lot fruitier than I expected.
All I can say is, if your blend has Petit Verdot in it,
I think I like the not so intense intensity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming. It's not big party like I want to fight you. But it's just it's wholesome and it's like it's real. It feels real, you know. And the tannins are present and everything's there that needs to be there. But it's not showing. It's not trying to make a show. It's trying to do what it's gotta do.
You know that like winter sun kind of thing. Like it is daytime. It's not necessarily the height of the night. This gives me like we could be sitting, it's a little bit of a warmer-ish winter day and you can sit outside. We can have a blanket on, we're sitting outside and it just feels good. Like that's where this is kind of taking me, which I love.
I feel the opposite because I feel so
Nighttime.
like, not nighttime, but
Fire.
like that like we're enduring Jaband. It's a cabinet.
Really?
We need socks. We need to fight.
We
need.
You're on the mountains of Lesotho.
Yes,
I'm
I'm in the
right.
mountains.
I want to drink this at Home 11 Friends Evergreen.
Absolutely.
You guys feel this fruity juiciness. For me, it's like, I'm like, oh. It's very old for me because in my head, a Cab Sav leading with the Merlot, there's this interesting partnership of a lot more fruitiness that I usually experience, and a lot less dryness. I'm lacking the body that I usually experience.
This is another one that I got from Le Vin, Wine and MCC, located in Roseback, as earlier discussed. It's around 380 a bottle, but also makes sense because it's a Bordeaux blend, you know, so buy this and keep it.
Okay, Angel Dlazzers. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and just a very quick one again, please like, comment and subscribe.
Another thing, guys, we really want you to try these wines. Please go find them, look for them, buy them. But also, if you guys already have wines for winter that are stocked up, let us know in the comments what you're drinking, what you're having. And don't forget to let us know what you think of Pinotage and what you're drinking, Pinotage wise.
Head over to our Twitter page at wine__ish, where we have dropped our top 20 red wines for 2021.
It's all love, y'all.
We love ya. Bye, Dlazzers.
Bye.
Salam.
Bye.
Salam.